December 13th. The dream that I had was really there was this progression. I had to sit with it for a while. And the only thing, I know there's more details, but the only thing is, I mean, there's a lot, but there's this progression in terms of the environment. The physical environment changes. It starts off with open field, not a lot of buildings, not a lot of, like, it's just an open field. And there's a group of us, and there's this element of, there's a research team that I'm a part of. I can't tell, but there's other adults there, and there's this element of like research. There's an element of research. There's a little girl. She's the only other thing that's somewhat consistent in all of these scenes. And then myself, of course. And so there's this little girl. She's in the field. But there's this element of like, something's up with her. There's something about her. There's something about her. I can't tell. The next scene. She's there's more details. It's starting to come back. I'm like, oh dang, there's more details. What I remember is that there's a house. There's a house. It's an old house. And she's wanting to go inside this house. It's like she's been there before. But there's something about this house. There's this spirit, like not good feeling. I don't want to say it's evil. It's just this not good feeling about this house. And it's a subtle feeling, so it's not this strong, like, oh my, no, there's people. It's almost like this little girl used to live in this house because she's wanting to get in. She's wanting to get in, and there's also this theme of not servants, but like this theme of like a housekeeper or an assistant, or there's that theme too, actually. Once we move away from the field and more into the buildings as things progress, there is this feeling, this additional feeling of there's an assistant or a housekeeper or like a helper. And so there's this house that she's trying to get into, but there's this housekeeper, and she's kind of resistant, and this little girl is adamant that she wants to get in there, and I'm kind of like with her, but at the same time I'm not. And she goes in, I can't tell if I'm just observing it. I'm just observing what's going on. And this little girl, no, because then I try to get the little girl to come out. So I'm interacting. This little girl is wanting to get into the walls. She's wanting to get into the walls of this house. So there's something about this little girl. There's something about this little girl. And I'm trying to like, there's this feeling that I'm trying to help her. And then there's this knowing, like, people are going to ask questions about her or something like that. So then it shifts to the next scene. And it's like we're running away. We're hiding, or we're there's people that are trying to catch up to us for whatever reason. It's like the feeling that I got, but I know there's other. My dad's there. There's other details. That are just starting to come back right now. There's other details, but the gist of it was there's this element of we need to get away. We need to get away. And my dad is there. There's a motorcycle that we're trying to get on, and I'm trying to make sure that we have everything. I'm trying to make sure that we have everything. But we're needing to get away. We're needing to get away. My brother and the kids. The kids are there. Now it shifts. So now we're in this house. Other house. It's a beautiful home. Multiple stories. The kids are there. My brother's there. They're happy to see me. I don't know where the little girl is, but they're happy to see me, and I'm happy to see them. And then it shifts into this big auditorium, and it's full of people, and I'm in the center, but I'm with this couple, but it's like their show, or they're the stars or something, and it's her birthday. It's the wife's birthday, but there's a helper who has her child. The child is this little girl, and he got her to go to sleep. He got her to go into her bed because it was late. And then he also got everyone to sing her happy birthday. This artist, famous person lady. They got her to sing her birthday, but she was more worried about the little girl. She was like, where is she? And the helper person who looked like what's his name? The guy with the curly hair, he's infamous talk radio. The guy with the curly hair, with the he always he's smart, but he asks a lot of like inappropriate, like extreme questions. Forget his name. I don't know, but he's the helper. He's like her assistant or her manager or something like that. Like the person who helps get what she's needing. And her concern is her daughter. Where's the little girl? Where's the little girl? And he's saying she's in bed. We got her to go to bed. And I'm checking. And I see the bed and I see her in it. That was weird. And the little girl, because she stays the same throughout the whole scene, she looks like the little girl in that show, My Brilliant Friend, on HBO Max. The little girl, Lila, when she's little. And she has the short black hair, like that too. It was exactly her. It looked like her. That was a weird dream. And there's more details that are like the bike situation, and my dad's riding the bike. He doesn't know how to ride a bike. I'm like, my dad doesn't know how to ride a bike. A motorcycle. But we're trying to get on. We're trying to make sure we have everything to get away, because there's this element of like we're being followed, or we need to get away. um, that's what happened. So that's all. Just wanted to report that. I need to go with my car, post office, get some eggs, and finish up. Hi, my name is Yubi, and in case you haven't figured it out, this footage is capturing my experience as I learn to navigate my personal spiritual awakening. I am learning that this experience is unique to each one of us. In whatever way we believe we are embracing living our truth, this just happens to be my journey. And despite me having a graduate degree and a license in clinical social work, this by no means is intended to replace any type of mental health advice. This is just me on a personal level, documenting my experience, shedding light on the truth that I am learning and discovering for myself, and really inviting you along for the ride. If by some magical chance you find this content to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, please click the like button, share the message, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have an Instagram account, a personal one, and one specifically for this channel that you're more than welcome to check out. I'm an open book. I have also created t-shirt designs. I'm wearing my favorite one right now, which is the North Node design, but I have that and other things that you can look at inspired by this process and journey, and I have the link in the description box as well as in the about section of my YouTube channel. So you're more than welcome to check those items out. Any type of support is great. Again, if you find this content really helpful or meaningful, sometimes when we take that step and be vulnerable, with showing what's inside our hearts and what's really our truth, we realize that we're much more connected than what we thought we were. And so I hope that as I'm living this experience and that you find some type of truth for yourself, or find some type of ability to heal in some way just by relating, just by knowing that you're not alone. That really has been my goal with this process, not just being able to connect with others, but really for my own healing. It's definitely been a therapeutic experience and a very creative one for myself. So I thank you, and I wish you all the best, and we'll see what else comes next.